Well, it was May the 2nd, and it's so long ago, but I just wanted to make mention that an old friend of ours has come back to television, but he's no longer Malachi Black. He's Aleister Black.
That was his old
So
name. That was his name previously in WWE.
Well, yeah, his WWE name. So Aleister Black is now back, and Malachi Black is not back because he wouldn't have been Malachi if he could have still been Aleister. Have I got a grip on this now?
I don't know what you got a grip on. I'd call a doctor. You know, if he didn't have all those tattoos, would we be talking about how skinny he is? It hit me watching this.
He's dropped weight and leaned out to look like just a badass type of
a 6'2" Adam Cole.
Well, he's no, come on now, no, come on.
6'1"?
If Aleister Black was to fucking be lost in the wilderness and die from the elements, then there would be something to nourish a wildlife creature off of his body right now. The same cannot be said for Adam Cole.
I don't know. I mean, a buzzard maybe. But a bear?
Have you seen the size of a buzzard? A buzzard couldn't. A buzzard eating Adam Cole, some other buzzard would come along and say, "Ah, you're eating like a bird."
Hold on, eating Adam Cole or eating Malachi? Who's getting eaten here in this scenario that you?
Well, I'm saying that if Adam Cole was eaten, he would not be enough sustenance, whereas you could live off of Aleister Black.
Depends on the animal. I don't know that. Aleister Black may be taller, but
maybe not a goddamn hippopotamus or a rhinoceros or a
those
elephant.
were the examples I was thinking of. Of course, not a hippopotamus. They're not in the wild out here.
Well, it depends on how wild you are and where you live.
There's a chance that either of them could sustain many small wildlife creatures for, a week and a half.
Okay, Adam Cole may be a gopher, chipmunk, squirrel.
They got to eat too.
Opossum.
They're God's creatures too, Jim. They got to eat too.
Well,
don't look down on them just because they're not a rhinoceros and a hippo like your favorites.
I'm just saying, you're trying to say that Aleister Black was equivalent to Adam Cole in terms of his weight loss, whereas in actuality, I'm saying he's going for the thing where he wants to show him that he's into this and he's going to be all lean and he's going to be the kickboxer type. He's got the educated feet.
We'll see what happens. But so far, my feeling is like Tony won this round, giving them back Miro and Aleister Black. I'm serious. Aleister Black had a problem with his booking in AEW. He just worked a 2-segment competitive match with The Miz.
No.
Don't complain about your AEW booking.
Well, you get ahead of yourself. I didn't even talk about this yet. But Aleister Black is back. He's back in black. And he gets the spooky music and he gets the dark lighting and the Hannibal Lecter lift up on the board that was stolen from Paul Heyman when he did that originally with Sabu, that was stolen from Hannibal Lecter when he did that for the Science of the Lambs.
Science of the Lambs, that's right.
And so that's cool. And the announcers say he's been out of the WWE for 5 years. And I'm thinking he was rotten in AEW. Is he going to be any better here? And there was no teleportation or lighting tricks or David Copperfield style allusions to his entrance. He got the spooky lighting and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But he's in a single match with The Miz. Haven't we seen for the past 3 years and maybe in tag matches, he put some time in, but The Miz was flattened by a number of wrestlers, celebrities, influencers, popcorn stand vendors in about 2 minutes over and over. And they went, 10 minutes? It seemed longer. Back and forth. It wasn't unprofessional. Nobody's the shits here, but it's the fucking Miz who loses in minutes to everybody. And half of Black's shit is kicks, which are 50-50 to me on the looks. Either it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, that was kind of weird, maybe off, to Holy shit, I wouldn't stand in front of that. And I mean, it's somewhere in that range. And then, and then, oh my God, it's permanent. And then he knocked Miz out with the kick, which again, he's very good with it. I can say that about it because this one was okay. But goddamn, there's only a small little tiny, I can't even say the word to describe the thickness of the hair of the margin for error that there is in that move.
That's why they gave
And
him, that's why they gave him the Miz. If it happens, it happens.
I get a fucking forearm in the mouth. Boom, and he went down. And the other guy bends over and looks at him and says, "Oh, shit." And his brother came up and said, no, it's okay. He looked like that before. Anyway, all right.
Welcome back, Aleister Black.
He came back